You're all set, thanks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday, November 17th, Park and Rec meeting. We'll introduce ourselves first. My name is James O'Connor. I am the chair of the Park and Rec, and I will go to Mr. Corus on my right and go around.
Hi, I'm Dave Corus.
Linda Cantor.
Hi, I'm Bill Nicoletti.
Steve Bestbuta.
Debbie Davis.
Jim Ronay.
Chuck Stackpole.
Jack Pritchard.
Deb Satonic.
Dan Lynch.
Well, welcome, everyone. This is the first time in probably over 2.5 years that we've had a full commission at the table and no Zoom or doing it different ways. So it's exciting, and we're getting there each and every day. Everything's getting better and better. We will start with a thank you to Mr. Bestbuta for covering for me last month, leading a wonderful meeting, and getting an update on the Fred Wolf Playground. That's a very important piece to our puzzle here in the town for the Park and Rec and the next steps for our field development. So, public dialogue. I do not see any public. We got plenty of commissioners here. No public. That's probably an okay thing right now.
Yes.
Approval of minutes. Let's take a look at the minutes. Can I get a motion for the, that would be for the, which of the minutes? It would be the Wednesday, October 27th, 2021 minutes. Mr. Corus, first. Second. I get Linda Cantor as a second. All in favor? All right. Any discussions for additions, deletions?
Yeah, I have two.
Go ahead, Steve.
Second page, Mr. Ewan, not Mr. Travis. And I believe, Debbie, I said buying the screening.
Right.
Where was it? Yeah. I didn't mark it.
Tennis courts.
Yeah, I don't see it in there.
Yeah, the last bullet. Windscreens could be purchased for the tennis courts.
Let's pull it up, page 3.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Could be purchased. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it could be used, right, Steve? You're saying?
Could be used.
Yeah,
Could be purchased.
yeah.
Got it.
Any other additions, deletions? Any questions? Okay, we already, let's affirm our vote. All in favor with those additions and deletions?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good. Let's go to old business. Questions from previous meeting.
Yep. A couple quick things, and then I'll go over everything in the director's report. Speaking of those screens for the tennis courts, I will definitely look into that for you, Deb.
Thank you.
Probably something for the early spring. I looked in the pavilion rental account, Steve. They were having some issues with their system over there today. I couldn't get the full report, but
That's okay.
for the year, we took in close to between $5,000 and $6,000 for pavilion rentals just for this fiscal year. There's got to be
2021.
yeah, there's got to
Wow.
be close to. If I had to take a guess, I'll get the full report and I'll let you know through email after I get it. There's got to be like $20,000 in the pavilion rental account, I would think.
Really?
I'm just taking a guess.
Yeah.
So that would be a great opportunity for those
That's-
screens, and maybe
right.
we go with the high-end screens
Yep.
because they can really make that area look beautiful and
We're
you use
also
the
looking into
access.
getting some new picnic benches for the
good.
for the camp and for the area. Of
Yeah.
the high
That's
plains,
good.
underneath the pavilions and stuff too.
Yeah.
So. That's one of those revolving accounts
Yeah.
that we have with the
Yeah, it's
budget. The money doesn't get touched. Every year it doesn't get put back into the general fund like our programming does. So there's money in there. There's money in that account.
And we've sat on
I'd say
it.
it's right around there. Once I get that full amount, I'll forward it over to you. but we took in between close to 5,000-6,000 for the year.
And
So
a pandemic year.
Yeah,
Right.
and we haven't spent much in years.
haven't touched it.
No, we
Haven't touched it.
were looking back at the rink a couple years ago, but with, obviously, with this, that would be something maybe down the road and
Well,
not,
I'll bring that up again.
okay.
That's something, yeah. we
Yeah,
can look at.
in the future.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. But
It
that's where we
added
stand
nice,
with that.
but
All
that's
right.
awesome.
Okay. And then also, next month I'll have the meetings for the following year. I haven't gotten my usual reminder from the town clerk, but they're gonna be in a transition soon, so.
Okay.
That, they usually send me an email reminder to do all the new dates for the new year
All
for the
right.
commission meetings, but you'll get that listing next month.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Grounds and facilities on new business, Steve?
Basically, the guys are finishing up, right, Dan?
Yeah. They're gonna go, I put it in there, they'll be here till either the 3rd or the 10th of December, depending how the leaf removal goes over the next few weeks. That'll be
Yeah, the final date.
yeah, the seasonal guy's last date will be
Yeah.
December 3rd or December 10th.
Yeah. All right, the nice rink, if we have that much money, that was a popular thing in years past. Can you look into it?
Sure, absolutely.
Could you also talk to the first selectman to make sure, because of the access to High Plains these days, we're still with it being, I just want to make sure we're good with that.
I could do that.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, personnel, Danny always gives me, we're all set. I think we're in good shape, like he just said, the 10th or the
Bring it
16th. Budget?
Oh, Debbie has
Yep.
something.
Oh, sorry, Deb, go ahead.
No problem. I had some parents call and find out, is there going to be a skating rink or whatever, ski? For the,
That's what we just, Deb, that's what we just told Steve. Steve's gonna talk to the first selectman, and Dan's gonna go back and look at our quotes and get updated quotes.
so it would be in the playground?
It would.
No.
No.
At the slab at High Plains.
That's where I used to put it, was on the slab there, next to the.
We used the slab
Pavilion.
because we had lights there already put
Yeah,
up, that we
in
have
water.
timers.
Okay.
And it's
water.
on concrete, so it makes it easier for us, and it lasted. The problem is you get a bad winter, you get some of these like tornadoes come through, and it ruins, it's done. And that's like a $10,000 expenditure. We've gone through like 2 or 3 of them over the years I've been on the committee.
And the liners get damaged
Yeah.
very easily. It's tough, it's not easy.
It's not an easy thing, but it's something we could think about.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a few inquiries from some people as well. Can I bring something else up? A question from someone in town about pickleball, or is that this not the?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
done.
yeah, let's go.
Just, yeah, I know it's done. So can we review the process for securing permits and usage for the public so people understand how this works? Because I've had
Sure.
people inquire and ask me and say I'm unclear, and
Sure.
so it would be better that
It's
it comes
pretty
from you
simple, it's
guys
just
and-
like reserving a field.
Okay.
Now that the courts are redone, we've had a lot of, obviously, requests for permits. Obviously, the tennis courts are public courts. Anybody can go there at any time, just like the fields. But through the Park and Rec Department, you can call in and get a permit, okay? Per household, you can get 2 permits per week for 2 hours, okay? Once your first permit's up, you can call in and get your next permit for the following week. We give them by the week. You get 2 permits for 2 hours for the courts, and same thing is the same rule for ball fields when you call in for practice times. Once that second time is up, you're more than welcome to call up and get your next permit. Again, the tennis courts are a little bit crazy this year once they were redone because people wanted to use them. And we have the pickleball users and the tennis users, and there's only 2 courts. So we were getting calls all the time. But if somebody's there on the court and no one else is there, they're more than welcome to use it. But if you do have a permit, we just kindly ask the person that's on that court that doesn't have the permit, either move over to the next court, or if they're both being used, just wait till they're done, and you're more than welcome to use it after that. That's how our permit system works.
Thank you.
Yep.
And also, just for the general public to know, I only know because my wife walks there every day, and I hear about it. We also have programs going on with tennis lessons in the fall that were there.
Yeah.
That were obviously with the new courts, the need is, higher enrollment. So they had it, and I know they got rained out like the first night, right?
First night, right?
So, but then that X's out those 2 hours in the afternoon when the Park and Rec is running that program. So it narrows the opportunity for permits. So, yeah.
We were just on Wednesdays there. Wednesdays were tough because we had the lessons there right
Yeah.
through the end of October. But, some people got a little frustrated, but, it comes with the territory when you get something new. Everybody wants to use it. And again, there's only 2 courts, so hopefully down the road with the tennis courts down at Fred Wolf, we'll be able to expand
That's-
a little more and spread out, and it'll be a lot easier to give out permits and people to use the courts, and everybody be happy.
We went down, we basically had no usable courts, really, legally out there. We went from having Peck Place and here down to really nothing, and now we've got here, and the plan is to double it with Fred Wolf. And so, we went backwards, and now we're going forward again.
Right.
And indoors, with the possibility of doing High Plains Gymnasium over again, is that still something
That's still up in the air. I haven't heard much about that.
Okay.
Hopefully that's coming soon in the next major project, I hope.
That
That's what I've
would,
been told.
Yeah.
yeah, that
I
would
don't have any
be,
details. I don't know
No,
anything
I
about
just
it
wanted
yet.
to know if there was
But
anything.
that's definitely on the
Yeah.
docket. It's definitely,
yeah.
'Cause that's another question that
Yes.
came to me, so.
And that would be more on the,
capital planning.
on
And,
Ralph Oakenquist's committee.
Jim, in regards to that, yeah, capital planning is involved with that. And also, if you need to ask specifics, I would ask the first selectman in regards to that too. But definitely capital planning, it's definitely on their docket.
Great questions. That's what it's all about, and obviously good work. That's nice that we have a need, because I know for years those tennis courts were empty. And so that's what they're there for, the townspeople. So let's take a look at our budget. I know it's the cursory look. Again, if anybody wants to, we've had it open for forever, for 20 years. Anyone ever wants to take charge of really looking at the budget from the Park and Rec view, it's just, we're not Board of Finances. Kevin McNabola and PJ Shanley and all of them. Joe Nuzzo is not on this committee, so I trust those guys a lot better with numbers. Tim, what would you generally say? We're funding appropriately, nothing out,
Nope.
no overtime, no
You'll see
other
a
issues?
couple of them are high, but that's the computer maintenance that's paid right at the beginning of the fiscal year for our rec track system. That's pretty much the highest one expended. Other than that,
Good.
we're in good shape.
Yeah, and field maintenance with Chris, obviously you'll talk about something in your report. Anything down at Old Tavern that is maintenance-wise that he's been talking a lot about that he might need support?
Yep, and we have that account too from people that
Okay.
that rent them out, and
That's going well too?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Same users as usual?
same users. Yep, same users.
Okay, that's the budget, enough of that. Let's go to yours, the
Okay.
director's report.
All right.
That's usually the cursor. I'm not even gonna fake it. Joe used to fake it. Here we go.
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, I'll have the listing for the 2022, believe it or not, Park and Recreation Commission meeting dates next month. Our next meeting is December 15th. Always remember, November and December are always a week earlier due to Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. Our January meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 26th, 2022. That's already official and approved from last year. As stated earlier with Steve's report, our Park and Recreational Seasonal Crew, last day of work will either be December 3rd or December 10th. Leaf cleaning obviously has begun this month and will continue throughout until we receive our first snowfall of the season. We have an aquatic report and a programs report. I'll go through each of those. I'll answer any questions at the end for you if you'd like. Sue's report, second session of swim lessons are going on. Registration for the new session begins on December 13th. The current session going on now will end the week before Christmas. We have another lifeguard challenge class on Saturday, December 19th for returning staff members that need to update their certifications before they expire. I will interrupt this report, though. Anybody interested in working at the pool? We are short-staffed. Please call the office, stop by the office, and see Sue. We need staff. We're short-staffed. So I'm just throwing that out there. Anyone looking for a job and you're certified and you have all the proper certifications, please come see us, stop by the office. The Amity High School girls swim team season is almost done. They won the SECs. Congratulations to them. Only the second time in 25 years, and they're preparing for states and opens now. The boys' season will begin right after Thanksgiving, as does all the winter sports. Trumbull and Christian Heritage, who also rent our pool, will start after Thanksgiving as well. Amity Regional Aquatic Club is preparing for their annual big weekend meet, the McDev Classic. The pool will be closed Saturday and Sunday this weekend, November 20th and 21st for that event. It is their biggest fundraiser and introduces most of the new team members to a swim meet and its environment. So good luck to the ARAC group, Mike O'Brien and his crew there with the event this weekend, and a big fundraiser for them as well. Programming end, I'm hoping to start our co-ed volleyball league and men's basketball league, our adult programming, after the new year. I'm trying to work out some things with Amity Board of Education with the school gyms for that. I will keep you updated on that. It's been very difficult with these gyms, everybody. I know you know, we talked about it last month. Very difficult for these programs, especially basketball. Not being able to get in those orange gyms for practice at night and using the school on the weekend just prohibits our program from running the way it should be. But as I spoke about last month, we are running a modified league this year. We are still taking registrations. Within a week or so, all the teams are going to be put together and assigned for our modified league, which will begin the week of December 6th. So if you're still interested in signing up, for those of you at home, please register at the Park and Rec office. The Ski Bums program is full and has been full for a while. We are not adding an extra bus. We don't have enough staff. We have just what we need. We're taking 2 buses. 60 people are signed up. It's full. It's running from January 14th through February 11th up at Mount Southington. Boys and girls, grades 5 through 8. And lastly, the 9th annual Rotary Club of Orange 5K Turkey Trot and Fun Walk will be held Thanksgiving Day morning at the High Plains Community Center. Begins at 8 a.m. Go to www.rotarycluboforange.com for registration information and other info. So if you're interested in that, please check in with that. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody here and at home next week. I will be happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah?
Any questions for Dan off of his report? So I'd like to comment. It's only the second time that Amity's won the SECs in the last 25 years, because Cheshire has won the other 23. And if you've ever been out to Bartlam Park and see the facilities that they have, it's second to none. It's exceptional. So really the depth, the fortitude, the commitment of our girls to really overcome a huge, great obstacle of a deep, deep, deep team. When it comes to swimming, it's about depth and amount of kids that participate in every event and the points, and it really, the biggest teams usually win. And they did a really great job, and that's something that's really like, that is, you know, a wonderful attribute to coach and the team and the seniors. And I'm, obviously, I've grown up watching Jane Whitman play basketball and many other things, but she's a credit, and the rest of the team, everyone. I can't mention all the names, but it was something really incredible to watch as a spectator and a fan in the community. So congrats to the girls swim team and all the other teams. The girls soccer team was the #1 ranked team in Class LL going in the playoffs, and went down to penalty kicks in the SEC finals. If you've gotten up, our football team, has done really well this year. The turf is just beyond exceptional. Field hockey has had a phenomenal fall as well. So, and volleyball. So sports were wonderful, and the teams did really great. And I think they do a great job. And Ernie Goodwin does a really great job of supporting the teams, and the kids have really enjoyed it, and they needed it. So it was a great start to the school year.
Good.
That's just my take.
Good.
Anything? I don't really think we have much else. Any last call for anything? It's nice. I think what we will do is let's get Little League. I don't know who the new
Yes.
president is. Little League and softball.
Probably January.
Okay, we'll do that in January. We could get boys and girls lacrosse around, and we could talk about that and any other things that come.
Yep.
And Danny will go from there. Other than that, enjoy your families. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Yep. Happy
Dan,
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Please wish that to the staff. You guys do a great job.
Will do.
Again, also, everyone is hurting for staff. If you are looking and you help us out at our pool, if you have all the qualifications, that would be awesome, Dan.
Yep.
We also, Dan and I will be going in front of Ralph Oakenquist. Chris Smalls has made some requests that Dan will make that of some equipment that we have needs. I'll go into more detail once we make our presentation and Ralph listens to us. But we have definitely, our mowers are always going, so they always need replacement, and leaves. We move a lot of leaves around this town, so I think other than that, we're good. Okay, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Jim, second. Steve, all in favor? Aye. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you, everybody.